fire overnight does major damage to a suburban Wilmington swim club. The main building of the Crestmore Swim Club in the 600 block of West Summit Avenue was reported on fire about 1 Friday morning. One firefighter was reportedly hurt and sent to an area hospital. Investigators from the State Fire Marshal's office are looking for the cause. Lee St. John, 1150 AM, WDEL.
Senator Carper joined Delmarva officials at Newcastle's Manor Pharmacy Wednesday and touted the meters, which he said will help the environment.
One of the great advantages that's going to come from this endeavor, this technology, is that we're going to use less electricity. We're going to use, and since half the electricity comes from coal-fired plants, we're going to put up a lot less pollution, bad stuff into the air.
Delmarva's George Potts said the meters, which can communicate electronically with the company and with programmable thermostats, are forerunners of appliances that will run only during off-peak demand times.
Appliances in the future will be have the ability to not use energy at particular times. It might cycle off a pause cycle on a dishwasher, for example, if you don't want to use that between the hours of 2 and 6 in the afternoon on a hot summer day when energy can be used more wisely.
The company's installed more than 7,000 smart meters and gas modules at homes in Delaware, and 85 business customers are online as well, as Delmarva works to eventually hook all its customers up to the new technology. Frank Gerace, 1150 AM, WDEL. Police say 57-year-old Wanda Carr was shot several times in her house in the 300 block of South Jackson Street around 12:30 this morning. Carr was pronounced dead at the scene. Anyone with information can call city detectives or Crime Stoppers. Frank Gerace, 1150 AM, WDEL.
And welcome to another edition of Monday Morning Quarterback. I'm Don Volz, along with Andrew Scroy, sitting in for Sean Green on this Monday, and we've got lots to talk about in sports. Well, on the Bridgestone Invitational, Andrew, on Sunday, Tiger Woods in the final grouping with Padraig Harrington, as you would expect. Tiger wins it, and Patty Harrington takes an 8 on a par 5. That sounds like something I do, except I'd probably more like a 10. But, Tiger, when he's in the final grouping, almost always wins. Now he's coming into the PGA Championship this week with 2 consecutive wins. He has not won a major yet this year, which is a little bit unusual. But he's coming in with 2 consecutive wins. If you had to, you can't do it in Delaware yet. But if you had to, put a little friendly wager on what's going to happen PGA, do you take Tiger or the entire field this coming weekend?
I'm going to take Tiger, and because he hasn't won a major in 1 year. His last major was last year's U.S. Open.
U.S. Open on one leg.
Exactly. And I just don't see him going a full calendar year without a single major. And typically golfers, they become favorites after coming off of a big tour win. And if he's coming off of 2 consecutive, I like his chances.
Well, the interesting thing on all this is I would have normally said that, and I would like to say that because I think he's certainly the best golfer out there. He's won about 25% of all the tournaments he has golfed in. He just won his 70th, which is absolutely incredible at the age of 33. But I think somebody's going to rise up out of this group again and take it from Tiger. I think Tiger will be right there at the end, as he normally is. He's not going to miss the cut like he did the British Open.
Sure.
But I truly believe that somebody, maybe even Harrington, who won last year's PGA Championship, he may come out because it looks like he's got his swing back. So that's good for Padraig Harrington. What professional athlete?
I'm Rick on the right.
I'm Al on the left.
This is Say What.
Have Republicans gone nuts? What is this with... They're trying now to disrupt town hall meetings to show how upset they don't want socialism, and they especially don't want socialized medicine. And also, by the way, where is Obama's birth certificate?
Okay.
I mean, what? It seems as if they're trying to harness the outrage, or the sort of unfocused outrage of the the Tea Party movement, and they're trying to bring that to bear on the healthcare debate, which. That's fair enough, but do they have to disrupt town hall meetings? Isn't that like the one chance people have to go face-to-face with their Congress critter and actually ask questions, and maybe if it wasn't a hard enough question, get a straight answer.
Well, I think that's the frustration there. At the town hall meetings and as well as on talk radio, they call their Congress critters, as you like to say, and they don't get the answers they're looking for. So they just want their Congress people to know this is how we feel. Now,
Right.
you've got a couple different groups here. You have the AstroTurf groups, which are actually those phony grassroots organizations that the Democrats are now playing victim to, and yet David Axelrod was a genius of creating AstroTurf groups, and is continuing to right now with HCAN, Healthcare, Americans for Healthcare Now, or something like that. It's HCAN is what it is.
Have they've got the last. You know what?
Healthcare for Americans Now is what it is.
HCAN. You know,
HCAN.
if you take the word trash can and take the first four letters off, you're left with HCAN.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
So I mean, there's some of this on both sides. President Obama says there are 30 million Americans who are clamoring for health care change now. Okay, maybe they are. But are there actually tens of thousands of people who are so upset that they really want to march on Washington?
No.
There are.
I don't think there's tens.
There are if the organizers are well paid and if these people already belong to